What's up, everyone? Tiger Stacker here. Gold and silver are God's money. This is man's money. God is forever. Man is only here for a short time, and only by the grace of God is man allowed to exist for eternity. How is gold made? Neutron-star collisions build gold by briefly smashing protons and neutrons together into atomic nuclei, then spewing those newly bound heavy nuclei across space. And even while gold is formed in the stars, it can also be found in Earth's crust. Gold is primarily formed through hydrothermal process, which occurs when hot fluids move through rocks and deposit minerals. These fluids are enriched with gold, which is then deposited in veins or cracks in the surrounding rock. How is silver made? Stars with masses 8 to 9 times that of the sun may explode at the end of their lives as faint, low-mass supernova and create elements up to palladium and silver. Also, silver is formed from sulfur compounds within the earth where its crust heats up. In nature, silver is combined with other metals or minerals with silver compounds. Man only has the power to create currency currently made out of paper and maybe made out of nothing on the internet. God is the only one who has the power to create the energy needed to make gold or silver. This is a type of cloth, a linen, something that can be made by man and destroyed by man. But man cannot make silver or gold, and nor can he destroy it. Sure, we can put silver into cell phones, games, electric cars, solar panels in such small quantity that if we dispose of it, we don't think of it as valuable enough to retrieve it back out. But one day we're going to regret that decision. Fiat currency has been devalued compared to the purchasing power of 1913 is about 3 cents on the original dollar. However, silver and gold cannot be destroyed. They can be melted, they can be turned into other products, they can be refined, but they cannot be destroyed. Gold and silver, by their mere nature, have properties that make them ideal to be real money. Unlike fiat currency, which is mass-produced to the whims of man, silver and gold are rare, but not as rare as palladium, rhodium, and other elements. But they are rare enough that they can be obtained and therefore become more valuable as money. So let's look at science, and therefore the periodic table. The following elements, which includes the alkali metals, are either in a gaseous or liquid state at room temperature and therefore impossible to hold in your hands and be used as money. These include the noble gases, but also mercury, most but not all of the reactive nonmetals, which includes nitrogen, oxygen, fluoride, chlorine, sulfur, bromine. These next two categories of alkali metals and alkaline earth metals, these two groups usually do not show up in their raw form in nature. They're usually part of a chemical compound, but many can be also flammable and therefore dangerous. The actinides and lanthanides are very dangerous. Notice these two, lanthanium and actinium. Depending on the periodic table, they show up here or they'll show up here. They include nuclear properties such as plutonium, uranium, certainly something you do not want to keep near to the human body. Let's talk about arsenic, lead, mercury, cadmium, and polonium. All can be poisonous. Elements within the transition metals but not all, are very common on Earth. Zinc, copper, nickel, cobalt, iron, manganese, chromium, vanadium, titanium, scandium, yttrium, zirconium, euphonium, neoblum, molybdenum, hafnium, thallium, tungsten. Have you heard of debasement? 4,800 plus currencies have failed over 6,000 years, and many of them, maybe all, have debased our currencies by including any of the transition metals in place of silver and gold. Most commonly, you will find nickel and copper in our current day non-precious metals currency. These elements are rare, some more rare than others, and some hardly exist at all. Palladium and rhodium were only discovered in the 1800s, so they have not been around very long, and certainly do not have a historical basis to be money from the past. Palladium and platinum are used in catalytic converters. Catalytic converters made of platinum and palladium. The major source of platinum and palladium is Russia, and with today's market, makes it even more difficult to get, and any purchase of it might be supporting their economy, which is therefore supporting the war in Ukraine. The other part of platinum and palladium is that it is hard to distinguish from silver unless you have verifying equipment, and not everybody has that. So in a bartering situation, you will have a more valuable metal being perceived as silver. For example, a Palladium Canadian coin valued at $1,400 versus a platinum Canadian coin valued at $1,000 versus a silver Canadian coin valued at approximately $40. And would you like to have that debate by someone less knowledgeable than you when you're trying to barter to protect yourself and your family? I wouldn't. In addition, the melting point of silver is almost 1,800 degrees Fahrenheit. The melting point of palladium is just above 2,800 degrees Fahrenheit. The melting point of platinum is just above 3,200 degrees Fahrenheit. Therefore, silver is much easier to work with to make other products. But notice, rhodium, palladium, platinum, silver, and gold are closely bound to each other from the periodic table. Each of them have properties that make them valuable that can be used by man. This now leaves us with silver and gold as the remaining two elements to be discussed. They are both sought after as real money for over 6,000 years. Silver is rare. It's been used as money for over 6,000 years, but it also has industrial potential, which I've mentioned earlier. Silver has a feature that can be appreciated or not appreciated depending on the person. Tarnishing or toning is caused by exposure to sulfur, but when exposed to borax can cause milk spots, which also are unattractive, even though milk spots can be used as a way to verify product is true silver. The one element that shares the features of the others in this grouping but doesn't tarnish is gold. It can be in the earth and have nothing change it. It can be in the ocean and found hundreds of years later, with the only thing different is the possibility of coral trying to form on it. The melting point of gold is just a little bit above 1,900 degrees Fahrenheit. So like silver, it is easier to melt and form into other products. So please keep in mind that silver and gold are God's money placed here on earth for us to use during our brief stay on this planet. And fiat paper money, or worse yet, digital money, is a debt instrument. It is not real money. Please keep in mind, quote from Norm Franz, gold is the money of kings. Silver is the money of gentlemen. Barter is the money of peasants. But debt is the money of slaves. Stack gold and silver as best as you can afford financially. protect yourself, protect your family, so that you may be able to buy what you need: food, water, shelter. Thank you very much, everyone. I hope you enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed making it for you. Have a good night, everyone. Tiger Stacker is out.